Hey everyone! We're talking about World Trade Organization or WTO. The World Trade Organization is the only internal body that deals with the rules of trade between countries. Its main goal to make the global trade smooth, predictable, and free as possible. The WTO was officially founded on January 1, 1995, but it actually evolved from a system called the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, or GATT, which started way back in 1948 after the World War II. The idea was simple. If countries trade more with each other, they're less likely to go to war, and economically it works better for everyone. As of now, the WTO has 164 member countries, which represent about 98% of global trade. Almost every major economy is part of it. The US, China, India, the UAE, Brazil, and South Africa. What does the WTO actually do? So, what exactly the WTO do? It's not like they're selling goods themselves, right? Well, here are the WTO's four main functions. First, it helps negotiate trade deals. The WTO is a platform where countries sit down and make agreements on how their trade that could mean cutting tariffs, important taxes, removing quotas, or setting fair rules for digital trade, agriculture, and services. Second, it settles trade disputes. Let's say the US accuses China of dumping steel, selling it at unfairly low prices. Instead of starting a trade war, they bring the case to the WTO. The WTO listens to the both sides, reviews the evidence, and then makes a legal ruling. If a country breaks the rules, the WTO can authorize retaliation or ask them to change the policy. Third, it reviews trade policies. The WTO regularly checks up on each member's trade policies. Think of it as a kind of report card to make sure no one's secretly breaking the rules. 4. It supports developing countries. The WTO also helps developing nations by providing technical assistance, training, and more flexible rules so they can grow their economies through trade. But how does any of this affect you? So let's say you buy a phone made in South Korea, assembled in China, and shipped to your country with no extra taxes. That's thanks to trade agreements, and the WTO help enforce them. If there's a dispute and tariffs are raised, prices go up, so yeah, that's the WTO affect your wallet every single day. 5. Criticism of the WTO. Now, the WTO isn't without controversy. Critics argue it's too slow in making decisions, based toward rich countries, weak in forming rules, not doing enough on climate and labor rights. 6. The future of the WTO. So, the WTO is at a crossroad with the rise of digital trade, AI, and climate concerns. Many experts argue it needs serious reform, but if it disappears or weakens too much, we might see more trade wars, economic instability, and a much harder time solving global issues. In fact, the WTO appellate body, as trade court, has been almost shut down since 2019 due to political disagreement, especially involving the United States. So, why the WTO still matters? So, in the end, the WTO isn't perfect, but in the world where your shirt could be made in Bangladesh, shipped through Singapore, and sold in New York, you need someone managing the global rules of the game. The WTO's rules are all about making sure global trade is fair, predictable, and transparent. These rules are agreed on by all member countries, and they cover things like: first, no unfair trade barriers. It means countries can't just block imports without a good reason. Number 2, lower tariff over time. It means members agree to reduce taxes on imported goods. Third, equal treatment. It means under the most favored nation rule, countries must treat all the WTO members the same in trade, no favoritism. Fourth, transparency. It means countries have to be open about their trade laws and policies. Fifth, dispute resolution. It means if countries break the rules, the WTO has a system to help settle the issues peacefully. In short, these rules help keep global trade stable so businesses can plan ahead and consumers like us can enjoy more choices at better prices. If you learned something new today, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more Global Economies Breakdown, and let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye!